Welcome back to Aiken's Outdoor Adventures. Today we're going to talk about what knife you should use on the trail, off the trail, in the wilderness. Alright guys, so we're going to get right into it. There is millions of different types of knives on the market. We're going to go over some basic ones. An everyday carry knife, which is something you take with you everywhere you go. Then we're going to go over knives that I take when I go hunting, and then knives that I use for fishing. So let's get right into it. Now, if you look right here below me, I have all these different knives I pulled out. We're going to try to go over the majority of these and pick out the best suited knife, in my opinion, for different activities out in the woods. When it comes to everyday carry knives, a couple here that I've had for a very long time. I have a little 3-blade case knife. This little thing can do about all your basic needs. Now to move up from that, we're going to go to something a little bit bigger, and that is this Kershaw here. Now I've had this Kershaw for about 8 years now. It's a assisted knife. This thing has been bulletproof. I have cut sheetrock with this. I have cleaned squirrels with it, deer. I've done a lot with this knife, and it's a little bit bigger. I mean, one of my newer ones is this CRKT, which is a pretty good knife. I think it's like 40 bucks. The only thing I didn't like about it is to close it, there is a safety on the back side that you have to push down, and your basic safety in the center, you have to push that to close a knife. But other than that, it's been a really good knife, and it's pretty small. Like I said, it's a little bit smaller than the Kershaw, but definitely bigger than the case. Now my new favorite, which if anybody wants me to do a review on, I will, is the Benchmade Bug Out. I love this knife. It's a carbon blade, which means I can sharpen it way easier than I can the other knives. But it's, look how thin this is. I mean, let's put this in perspective here. You see that? Okay, here, look at my finger. I mean, even with the Kershaw beside it, I mean, you can definitely tell there's a difference there. Love this knife. It's the most expensive one. I think the Kershaw was like 60 or 70 bucks. This one was like 100. But it has a lifetime warranty, and I absolutely love this thing. So let's move on. Most of us know your basic fillet knife. This one is a Browning. I've had it forever. Super flexible. I don't only use this knife for fish, I also use this knife to process my deer meat and make jerky. Another one that I've had for a very long time is a folding fillet knife. It's not as flexible. This is the Basspro brand, but it's cheap. It's been reliable. It folds. I don't have to worry about sticking myself or it falling out of the sheath. It's in there. But my new favorite comes from Toadfish. I don't know if you guys have heard about Toadfish, but their knife is pretty sweet. Actually, all their products are pretty sweet, and no, they don't pay me to say that. I just have a couple of their products, and they are phenomenal. This is a titanium fillet knife. Has a carabiner built right in. This one goes with me on kayaking trips, float trips. Also, it goes with me when we go to Florida and go out to see the fish, or if we're in the bay fishing. This thing is amazing. It feels good in the hand. It's super sharp. It's not as flexible as my Browning, but I really like it. Has the release here on the back, just like the cheap Basspro one. That works out great. It also has the release here in the back. This is my go-to when I'm out and about. The Browning is my go-to at the house. So if I had to pick a winner chicken dinner, it would be the Toadfish. Our last knife selection is hunting knives. So when it comes to hunting knives, it's hard to pick a favorite. I'm that guy that carries probably too many knives when I go hunting. I have a handmade knife, which I don't have with me today. It's in my backpack out in the truck because I just got back from the woods from deer hunting. It's my go-to take with me knife. It's a carbon blade. I like carbon blades. Stainless steel blades are awesome. They stay sharp, they don't rust, they don't corrode, they stay great. I can't sharpen them as well. Carbon blades are easier to sharpen. Also, if you're out and about and you don't have a lighter or matches and all you have is a ferro rod, you have to have a carbon blade to strike a ferro rod. So, there you go. I'm a fixed blade guy when it comes to hunting. The first one is a very, very simple fixed blade buck knife. Nothing fancy, nothing flashy. Stainless steel blade. I don't use that one very often. Our next knife is from Old Timer, and it's a Charade Old Timer. This one I really like it feels good in the hand. And then of course it has your hook there for opening up your deer or animals that you're processing. The next one is a case knife. This is a double X, very sharp, very, very sharp, very rugged knife. It does have a little bit more of a curve here, which I like sometimes for removing the insides of a deer or elk or stuff like that. But when it comes to processing, I'm not real crazy about the curve. Next is a knife that I keep showing you guys over and over again on more knives. Both of these are carbon blades. I like the orange better. I mean, it just makes sense. You're not gonna lose it out in the woods. The blade is so thick. I mean, it's a lot thicker than every knife I've shown you on this table. Way thicker, really stable. Our last two knives are folding knives. One is from Gerber. It's a Gerber knife, stainless steel. It feels really good in the hand. The folding knife that I do sometimes carry with me is by Bear Manufacturing. It has processed a lot of deer. And when I show it to you, you're gonna understand why. Not only does it have its fixed blade feature, it also has a saw and a way to open your animal up. Super handy knife. So if I had to pick a folding knife, it's gonna be this one. To sum everything up, for my top picks, if I had to pick a knife for each one of these categories, the Benchmade would be my everyday carry. For fishing, I would pick the Toadfish titanium knife. This thing's just super handy. For hunting, it would probably be both. Taking both of them. Taking the Bear manufacturer and then my Mora. So if you like this video, subscribe. If you're new to this channel, let us know. We'll send you a sticker. And if you've been to this channel for a while, let us know and we'll send you a sticker too. So thanks for watching this video. Bye.